Hey y'all, what's up? That's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work. What's up, y'all? I like that. How y'all doing? Uh, Today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Hey, it is 1:53 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but nah, I'm gonna have to. What's up, y'all? I'm in a good space. Good space to read. Because I feel like it. How y'all doing today? We're gonna start with. I got some cards in front of me. I'm gonna see how I feel as I shuffle them, as I go, okay? Remember that time is fluid, so full of conflict, chaos, and confusion. Somebody done got some shit started with people, got people combating with each other, arguing with each other to keep somebody from seeing what they doing. That's all. That's to keep somebody from seeing what they're doing. Some of you guys could be cooking, sitting down at your kitchen table while your food is cooking, reading a book, or I'm hearing writing a manifold or manifest, something like that. A manuscript or something. Some of you guys could be writing. Okay. What's the message here? Mm-hmm. What's the message? Anyway, I'm gonna get the download, y'all. That's why I'm sitting there like that, because it's like it was like a narrative of creating what you want in your life, right? Making a decision like, listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna work at. This is what I want to achieve in my life. How I want my life to be. I mean, I feel like people are getting acceptance. People are getting comfortable with the life that they have, which is great. But it's like, because we all have gone through a transformation. A whole lot of us have gone through a transformation, and our life ain't what it was. It ain't what it used to be, and there's no other players in it except us from what our old life used to be. Right? Like we have been stripped of all those things from our past. Right? No matter what it is, could be children, jobs, homes, cars, relationships, marriages, whatever it is, right, that was not in alignment with us has moved, has shifted away, right? And then a lot of, because listen, you didn't know what was going on at the time. You were confused, right? Like, why is this happening? Because boom, there go my illusion. Pop, the bubble pop, right? The bubble popped, the tower, right? And you were left to pick up the pieces, or rebuild in a different way, in isolation and hermit, right, from the inside out, not the outside out. You know what I mean? Not just by what it looks like, but you had to really go within. And a lot of us have been in that cocoon, right? So, but needless to say, I feel like it was yeah, I guess in a way we were forced to adapt, right, to our lives without what we had, right, without using something else now to cover it up, right? This is like bucket naked. You hear me? Like the way you came in the world, bucket naked. With the attachment, and then when you come in, they cut the cord, right? And that's what I feel like you've had to be done. You had to be unplugged. If that makes sense. I know it makes sense. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You were unplugged from the matrix, and you were made to cleanse out all that you had learned, because people around you weren't who you thought they were, right? Or who you thought they were. Not who they were showing you, but who you thought they were. Big difference. Right, right. There we go, looking at that potential. Listen, Five of Pentacles. Having to leave everything that you know, right? This could be like a house, a childhood home, childhood town. When you grown up, where, it's like you don't even know these people. The damn dog act like he don't even know you anymore. Because something's changing about you, and you're not the same. Even on a cellular level, you're not the same, because even the dog don't recognize you. Come on now. Because even if the dog can't recognize your face, they can recognize your scent. The dog don't even recognize you. Come on. Listen. Yes, sir. Yes, that's where you've been. And what's this Six of Wands in reverse? Nobody to support you. Because in the upright, this is people, admiring you and cheering you on, right? And this is, no support, all by yourself confirmation. Just like I said, you had to sit with yourself. That's when you was in the cocoon. That's when God was changing you and healing you on a cellular level. Man, listen. That's how bad he is. That's how bad he is, right? Man, listen. Trapped, not knowing which way to go. That loyalty, right? Not able to see that, everybody was doing their own thing, right? And you was just there just to support. You were playing a supporting role in everybody's fucking life. Stop playing. It's your turn now for your own life. And it may not look like what you imagine, right? Confirmation. It may look different, but we have to get our minds to accept that shit. Our hearts, we can. I feel like we can cover our hearts quicker than we can cover the thought that's been imprinted in our minds since we were babies, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's hard sometimes. Listen. Learning the lessons, recognizing, and I was going to say subduing, but not even subduing, because we got to accept that we have weaknesses. We got to accept that we fall short. We got to accept that part about ourselves, right? We have to accept accountability of the choices we made when it affected other people. But what other people do with that ain't got nothing on us. Understand that. All right? It's just getting to that part, and then God showing you who you are. That's when you get in that hermit mode. Yes, hermit in that cocoon, the hangman. That's what I'm talking about. Being covered and rebuilt and healed and made in the image of Him, because you were willing. Because you can't be forced to go in there. You got to be willing. We got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Cups. No, actually, that's the Page of Cups. Playboy. Four of Pentacles. What's this? Two of Pentacles in reverse. In balance. And what's the Ten of Swords in reverse? Yeah, we see that you were stripped away from your foundation. What it looks like, right? Four of Pentacles. Unable to rebuild here. Unable to save. Maybe you didn't have anything saved. You really didn't have a whole lot of money with you. We got this Page of Cups. So somebody could have been dealing with somebody that drank a lot. Page of Cups. Or maybe this could have been you indulging in things that lower vibration, partying, drinking, sexual escapades with people you really don't fucking know, going into relationships that are imbalanced, right? People that don't mean you well, right? Betrayal, and just, forgiving, being too forgiving to the point where you had to be removed. That's what God had to do for you, because I feel like you couldn't do it for yourself, even if you wanted to. Even if you felt deep down inside, it had to take a bulldozer, because that's how your loyalty is. You know what I mean? that frog, that boiling frog. Put the frog in the cold water. No matter how hot the water gets, the frog will stay, and even if it kills him, you know what I mean. And God had a better plan. He got a better plan. Seven of Swords. Now this can go either way. This could be you getting away from those wolves in sheep's clothing in your life, right? Those people that you have so much loyalty for, to the point where you sacrifice yourself. You know what I mean? Just for what? Somebody was very greedy and very selfish, and there was really nothing you could have done for this person to please this person. You know? I used to see a meme said, ain't no threesome or no bald-headed baby gonna save, no, ain't no marriage, no threesome, or no bald-headed ass baby gonna save no relationship or save no marriage or something like that. And that's the energy I'm picking up, you know what I mean? I don't know, there could be kids involved in this, right? Somebody with this Four of Pentacles. Somebody didn't want you to have shit with this. They didn't even want you to be able to even live paycheck to paycheck. It's like, or this is how you was living, paycheck to paycheck, the imbalanced energy, dealing with somebody that was backstabbing you the whole time, you know. I feel like with this Ten of Swords, it's like every time they backstabbed you, you got up. And this is like, this somebody that did something over and over and over. They may not have seen you get up yet. Or maybe you haven't gotten, or maybe this is where you decided you was going to go into that hermit. I mean, that, child, we're talking about spirit, you know what I'm talking about. The Hangman. And really take a look at, like, what the hell are you fighting for? Look at this, and this is, look at them sniffing around to see if you're dead yet. See if you finished. Are you done? Have they defeated you? Because they did everything. They kicked you out of your home, your foundation, your stability. Somebody could have withheld money from you. They created, they were cheating. Ugh. Stop it. Listen. Empress in reverse, you did not feel like the woman that you are. All right? This person did not make you feel not valuable, but significant. This is somebody that wanted you to feel insignificant. It's honestly, this is really feeling like somebody trying to break your spirit. Confirmation. This was somebody that wanted to break your spirit. Never mind, you know, financially and, you know, put you out there, but somebody wanted you to devalue yourself. Damn. They wanted you to because they were devaluing you. And you were sticking around because of your loyalty. Even though somebody was mistreating you, you still show loyalty to this person. Ooh, yes, my ears are ringing. Yes. This person never wanted you to stand upright. Never wanted you to go to move forward. Never wanted you to, you know, if you're not going to be with them, right? Because they knew who you were. They knew who you were. They didn't treat you, but there's some, you were moved. Spirit moved you. Spirit moved you out this person's energy. Or people. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. But spirit moved you. Yeah. What's going on here? Ooh, my ears are ringing. Yes, sir. Thank you, spirit. What's going on here? All right. Remind me, y'all. Just sitting thinking today's really been a really weird day, somber kind of day. It's like no matter what, it's like the energy's heavy, right? It really is. There's no, you know, I don't know if it's just from the community because of what happened this morning. Yeah, it's a very heavy energy in the air. There's no sun really either. That, you know, know, child. It's just a heavy, heavy energy here. But this is even before I got here. But I lift my own spirits. But now that I'm sitting into this reading, yeah. See, this is a very heavy energy. 5 of Cups in reverse. Ain't no stopping you now. Look, yeah. Somebody wanted you to feel rejected. But something fell apart. Something fell apart between them and some other folks that were in cahoots with them. This could be a man, an older woman, and a younger woman together. An older man, an older woman, a younger woman. Take that how it resonates. But why they come at my collective? Why they do that? What does my collective have that they looking for, Spirit? Look, Ace of Wands, a new beginning. A blessing. A new opportunity, a fresh start. Listen, that's what it is. That's what they wanted. They did not want you to have that for whatever reason. Because they knew how they treated you, that's why. That's all that's about. They treated you like you were not valuable, like you didn't have any place in the world or in their world, right? You were somebody that they, you were disposable. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I heard. You were disposable. And because of your loyalty. See, the way I'm seeing this is, it was always petty shit, right? But the more, like I said, with the frog in the water, it's like over time that this person was doing more and more and bigger and more fucked up shit to you, and you would still endure. You would still sit in that fucking water no matter how hot it got, trying to prove what? That you were fucking loyal, that you could look past, that you had unconditional love for somebody, that you could overlook how they were treating you to that point. And that's what I feel like you did, collective, until Spirit had to move you, because now you don't even recognize these fucking people, because they don't, the way they're treating you, they don't recognize you either, because it's like, man, shit, after all that work, and then still to be treated like, oh, we don't fucking need you, child. Somebody's watching, somebody's spying, somebody has a huge ego. You hear me? Somebody could be very immature as well. This is a page. This is somebody that's very immature. They have a huge ego, and they're looking to see if they've defeated you, and they see that you're not down. Once again, even after that 10th time, you still got up. You're not laid out. They see that. What's going on in Spirit? You still got that one sword. You still holding on. You still held on with all the betrayal. How much? What is it gonna take for you to fucking just surrender, just give up, just, you know what I'm saying? What's it gonna take for you to give up? Why they want you to give up, Spirit? Look. Eight of Swords. Queen of Cups in reverse. This definitely ain't nobody loving ass mama. Whoever this is somebody that never really showed you any kind of love. There was no nurturing. All right? Well, this could be you, collective. Take it how it resonates. With the sun here. What's under the sun? 4-1. 4 and 1 is 5. 2 of Cups. Somebody could have tried to cause conflict with you. with something maybe you were trying to build. Oh, this is destined. This was a destined. Because I never even noticed the two birds at the top of the wands. Those are soulmates. That's mates for life. You hear me? There's a few, animals that mate for life. Like doves mate for life. I don't know about other animals that I can think of off. Blue jays and stuff like, and robins mate for life. Yes, I know that. I think cardinals stay single. I think I heard that. I read that something. Anyway, yeah, there was a new opportunity here for you at some point. It could have been a marriage. It was definitely something that was destined, that you guys were supposed to be together for the long haul. Or somebody doesn't want you to have that. Or that's what they were trying to block. With the sun here, with this Queen of Cups in reverse, there's going to be something that's going to be coming to light about this Queen of Cups in reverse. This could be a water sign. All right? This could be a mother. This is a mother figure. Or this could be somebody, too, that doesn't have children, I'm hearing. They're not very nurturing, but there's something. This person could be. This is definitely a mother. Look at this. This woman has 2 kids. This giving me Rumpelstiltskin energy. Yep, sacrificing your firstborn and shit for riches and gold and stuff like that. But it was also for power. In a sense, right? Somebody was willing to give up their child for, I think, for the gift to be able to spin that straw into gold. That was a gift she had, which is stability, right? What creates stability. And we got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the 2 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know why I always thought this was something else. Or it's just now dawning on me, another meaning to it. A lot of work, you put into your foundation. Somebody didn't want you to be able to build nothing. I'm telling you. Or not anyone to build with. So I feel like that's you by yourself anyway. All right? Child. What's going on here? Or is this y'all collective? Y'all feeling like y'all blocked? Okay, because of a bad situation that you were in, and you've become very, closed off, not really able to open yourself up. Maybe you're seeing that about yourself. I don't know, take it how it resonates, okay, guys? 2 of Cups. Ooh, taking that leap of faith. Yeah, you ain't trying to do that. Somebody ain't trying to do that shit no more. Ooh, hey. Oh, man. Nah, we'll be no more taking leaps of faith. You know what I'm saying? Listen, somebody want to get, what's the, what do you call that? The car max or some shit like that. Somebody want to see what have you been through? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? Why you don't work? Why are you free? Yeah. What's going on here, Spirit? That's funny. 5 of Wands here. Yeah. But I feel like you're gonna see also how someone had other people attacking you by. Man, listen, this is somebody that was attacking everybody and then telling everybody it was you. This is somebody, and then everybody's attacking you because they think it's you. Whatever's going on in their life, they think it's you. Some people feel like you're exposing them because there's some naked folks out here where they got no shirt on, right? Some people could have gave up their shirt to attack you. Shit, you feeling me? But this is what's going on. Somebody, this Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, if you were wondering why, people are acting the way they acting and things are, they're not going as easy. If you realize you got to do it yourself and you have to overcome, these betrayals with the Eight of Swords here as well. You got to, it's like you have to move past that shit. Don't stay stuck on that. Don't sit there and think about each and everything. Listen, they did it. It's done. Now you can, listen. Don't let that shit hold you, man. Now you just see people whose fool they are. You able to keep moving? That's what you're finna do. But I swear, somebody, you about to find out that somebody, I heard that they were sicking them on you. Somebody was sicking people on you. They were attacking people and then saying it was you. Lord have mercy. Ooh-wee. Yes. They had people out here trying to compete with you and everything and attack you because they think it's you. Look, they want to keep that hidden. They did keep it hidden for a long time. Yeah, but see, you close this cycle out. Yeah, you close this cycle out by you getting up that one more time. You heard me? By you getting up that one more time. Yes. Their attacks don't work on you no more because, listen, you made a decision. You had to take off the blindfold confirmation. Yep. And yeah. But it was spirit that had to put you by yourself so you could see. They had to sit there. They had to take the bandages off real slow and easy on you. Because you have some new eyes, baby. Ooh-wee. Let me write that down. You have some new eyes. Where my pen at? Yes, sir. You got some new eyes. Look at this. Yeah, they had to remove your bandages real slow. Cause what they was finna show you, it was gonna hurt. It was gonna hurt. And not the fact that what they done hurt, but the fact that how you weren't loving yourself. There was some shame around you staying, you know what I'm saying? In spite of trying to hold on to something that didn't really want to hold on to you, right? That was a lesson you had to learn. You had to get naked, right? Excuse me. Yep. And you had to slowly be shown, piece by piece, person by person, situation by situation, right? Yeah. You realize it. Man, you really sacrifice yourself. I can't say you sacrifice time because time is an illusion first and foremost. In a sense, it matters. I'm going to put it like that. It matters. All right, in society because that's all we know. That's what we were brought up on. But anyway, I heard time heals all wounds. Wow. The Hermit, King of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah. This could have been you in a relationship with the King of Cups. Yep, look at that. Yes, yeah, you put that burden down. You put that burden down. You were carrying a huge burden. You had to make a decision. You're going to be loyal to something that's already fallen, already a burden that you're carrying all by yourself. There ain't no help. You know what I mean? Some of y'all could not have a car because that wheelbarrow's broken down. You know what I mean? You had to go within, right? There you go. There you and your hermit. To be shown, piece by piece. Peel the bandages off. Peel the bandages off to bring you out of that I'm here, somebody could have been using religion against you. That's what I heard. Somebody could have been using religion as a way to keep you bound. Or maybe you were in a religious mindset. Crash, did you hear it? Maybe you were in a religious mindset where you were in a position where you felt like if this was a marriage confirmation, till death do us apart, that you were supposed to be somehow accepting of that. Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm telling you. So you weren't supposed to make, listen, and my battery dying. Is it? Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, I'm finna get off of this. I ain't even really got into it, but we finna get off. Yeah, you had to, you were knocked out of that mindset, okay? You were knocked out of that mindset because this person was not loyal to you, all right? But you allowed this person to, confirmation, mistreat you because you probably assumed that they would come out of that shit, right? Because they were just as religious, quote unquote, as you were, right? At some point, right? That they would take this serious, but nah. Look, I heard they kept saying how far you would go. Look, remember the frog in the hot water? How long are you willing to stay? Somebody's under judgment for that shit, for putting you in this position. This is somebody that wanted to be God over you. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, they did. That judgment in reverse, that's you staying. Taking the blows, taking the bullshit, thinking that after the bullshit comes the good shit. I used to be once a believer if you can get past the first 5 years that your relationship, that a marriage will last, you know. But if you can't make it to the first 5 years, that's it. It's a wrap. I'm just gonna leave that shit right there. I'm gonna leave that shit right there. Because that was the mentality I was in. How about that? Just got to get over the hump. You got to get over the hump, right? Yeah, that was climbing Mount Everest, nigga. With no gloves on. Almost lost my damn hands and my feet. Shit. But look. Yes, you were guided away from the situation. Yes, you was. It wasn't a very loving, you weren't in alignment with this person. This person kept you upside down. They kept your chakras off. They blamed, you for a lot of shit that they were out here doing to other people, nigga. They had people attacking you because this person was attacking them, saying it was you. This is somebody that could have, got into multiple relationships, telling people that you was attacking them with spell work or some shit like that. I swear to God, just to justify how they were upside down. But see, that's how they was always upside down. If people seen them in any other way, it was because you was in the upright before they turned you upside down. You hear me? Thank you, Spirit. Now this is you, collective. Come on. That's what I'm more leaning toward. This was you. This is you, or this was you. But with the Six of Swords, say that was you. You were upside down, blinded by this person's antics, thinking that because you guys were in this relationship, this could be somebody that was a soulmate. Somebody that was meant to come into your life. But we don't know how long, right? Maybe this is the person that came in to trigger you into your spiritual awakening. All right, because you moved away from this, even against your own will. It may have seemed, but the pain, the humiliation, something was enough. Like you had to, just to save your own ass. Never mind face. I think the face went a long time ago. How you look, but I feel like to save your life, you had to leave. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I feel. You had to be guided. Listen. Yes, sir. 5 of Cups. Yep. You tried. And every time you ended up upside down. You ended up in pain. You ended up in regret. You ended up in shame, remorse. Listen. When you moved away, your balance, you restored your balance. Or it will be restored, because I feel like you've already taken a step. 9 of Swords, and now somebody's in regret because what? Because what they've been fucking doing is starting to show on them, not confirmation. Because see, you moved away from them. This is somebody that was doing spell work towards you. Now, everything that they were doing towards you, people are starting to see it in them. They're ashamed because the light's being shown on what they've been doing. And if they've been running their mouth about you, that's people. Now people are looking at this person like, wow, you the one out here doing all this and that. And you out here saying, such and such was, that's you. And that's because that's that spell work. Not only were they saying it with their mouth, they were doing things in the background to make it so. So they were attacking other people. Wow, that could be that too, because with all those swords crossed, all that miscommunication, this could be somebody also getting caught in a bunch of fucking lies. You hear me? Caught in a bunch of lies about, oh, I thought you said such and such. Yeah, this could be somebody getting caught in their bullshit. Thank you, Spirit. Because you ain't around for them to blame you no more. What's going on here, Spirit? Child, King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Big Daddy pimping. Ace of Pentacles. They wanted your, how I say it. This person gives me energy of a energy vampire as well. A destiny swapper. This is somebody that'll come into your life. Honestly, I feel like it's because of you that this person even was showing up as anybody of any kind of integrity, of value. You know what I'm saying? It was because of your love and your nurturing and your time. But this is somebody that constantly beat your brow. You would never, nothing you ever fucking did, this person didn't. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough for this person. Listen, now you're in the Nine of Pentacles, and people are like, yo, that ain't what you said. You said this person was, doing it. But see, you've been by yourself, so they can't say you've been by yourself. Can't nobody testify, right? To helping you, being there for you, anything. Can't nobody testify. Somebody been talking about you was doing this, and that, but ain't nobody around to witness it. Who said, where's all this? Because as far as the way we see it, this person's out here doing what they gotta do. This is somebody that wanted to look like what they stole from you. They wanted to steal your identity in a way, right? Say you were out here, you were confirmation, you were a prostitute. They say what they were saying that, right? Because you didn't want to be with them no more. This is the person that was the prostitute. Say this person say you couldn't keep no job. This is the person that can't keep no job. Their integrity is shot. The sun's coming out, confirmation. If this person says you weren't a good parent, this is the person that's not a good parent. And people can see it. People see it. King of Wands. Very Ace of Pentacles. Let me get one more. And because we got the King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, then we got the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Ace of Swords. The truth. I know that's the truth. But what? The Queen of Wands in reverse. Injustice, a liar, Seven of Swords. You had to get away from these people. You were guided to get away from these people. With this Queen of Swords in reverse. This is also giving me you keeping things to yourself. You not trying to defend yourself. You're letting people think what they want to think, right? You're not out here trying to defend your honor, Stand in your ground. No, I feel like you allowed whatever to happen, I don't know who this King of Wands is. I'm going to get another deck. Who is this King of Wands, Spirit? Who King of Wands over here? You could have been married to a King of Wands because it is under the Four of Wands. 5, 6 of Wands. This King of Wands could be somebody that may want to this could be there go 2 more birds, nigga. Yes, it is. There go 2 more birds. This is another soulmate. Wow. I was wondering if this was somebody new. Yes. See the birdies? You see he got two birds here. And you got two birds here. Yes, this is somebody that wants to come in and hook up. That's your soulmate. They want to come in with the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Yes, sir. And this is after you left, after you moved on, and you got yourself balanced out. This is what's coming towards you. Yes, a new soulmate. That's what Spirit said. Yep, look, the devil's gone. He's defeated, baby. You already know that, though, right? He's been defeated. I ain't going to do this. I ain't messing with that. 40-40. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to get y'all, I'm going to get your spiritualist book. You know, I really wanted to do a little bit more, but should I? Let's get some romance angels. Let's take a sneak peek. Ooh, my throat is so parched. What is going on here? What's going on here with these folks? Who's this King of Wands coming in for my collective? Somebody want to turn your frown, your upside down frown upright. They want to turn your cup back up. Right? Let me see. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Yes. This situation involves marriage, flirts. Extend your lighthearted energy to us. Let me not get too loud. All right. Can we get one more, Spirit? Why can't you leave well enough alone? Why can't you leave well enough alone? Just one more. Just one more. Don't be mad at me. It says, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you'll experience more love in your present moment. That's all. That's what Spirit said. Look, focus right now on your finances and your career, because there's some love coming in for you, collective. I'm going to leave it right there. All right, y'all. Have a good day.